There we go. Hello, and welcome to episode 123 of the Game Brew Podcast, the bi-weekly video game podcast where we sip delicious beers, discuss video games, and are nursing our New Year's hangovers. I am Dan
Ow.
Rotz,
Hi, I'm Chris.
and on this episode of the Game Brew Podcast, we'll be talking about games we are excited for in 2022. But first, it's time for a beer. Chris, what are you drinking this week? I forgot mine is not in the thing. Okay.
I've got
Yeah,
a
the thing
Saranac Winter Lager up
Ooh.
there. Ooh.
Oh, a winter lager. I have
A
to.
lager with wildflower honey and cinnamon.
Oh,
Ooh.
wildflower honey and cinnamon. That sounds delicious. I'm gonna
Give me a
pop
little
open my
pour.
tiny little fridge my beautiful girlfriend gave me for Christmas. Pull out one of my beers. And you may be thinking, Dan, is it a mini fridge? It is the miniest of fridges. It is very.
It's a
small.
mini fridge
It's a mini fridge.
that cannot hold many things.
It can't hold a lot of mini things, but it does hold some mini things. It holds 4 big boys or 6 regular boys if you stack them up sideways.
Nice.
So, and like snacks and stuff that I can do. So, that's it. I'm drinking from Stolen Sun Brewing Company baby juices.
Baby juices?
It's called baby juices.
That sounds naughty.
You sound naughty, and I don't say anything about it. That's not true.
Ooh.
That's not true at all. I say stuff about it all the time.
Stuff about what?
Whether or not it is stuff. Say something, Chris.
Something Chris.
Okay, good. Just making sure. I was looking at the thing, and I couldn't see any audio popping up for anything, but it's happening.
No.
It's happening. Don't worry. But yeah, how was your beer? Did you drink it? Did you test it?
Yeah, it's good. You can really taste the wild in it. No, it's good. It's not too like aggressive on the winter flavors. A lot of the time with winter lagers or like winter warmers, they're just like
Whoops.
aggressively spiced.
Gotcha.
Which can be nice sometimes, but it's also nice to just kind of have a more chill beer.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely that, which is nice.
And like instead of like something that's aggressive, this is kind of aggressive. So I'm not going to drink a lot of these because, as I said, we're nursing our New Year's hangover still. I know it's been 2 days. Give us a break.
We go hard.
Yeah. It's a hazy, juicy session IPA.
Oh wow, that's
It's not.
that's not wintry at
actually,
all.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad, and it is not wintry at all. You're right. Doesn't give me the alcohol volume on it, but it's fine. I'm
Is
sure.
it enough?
It's enough.
That's good.
It's enough. I'm probably only going to drink the one. So
That's what you think.
until we start talking about stuff, and then it's just too much fun. It's too much fun. Chris, how was your you know what? I think this is officially a I think this is
Dan and Chris show.
officially the Dan and Chris show. So we have to do the theme song.
Yeah,
But
are we doing it?
This is the Dan
This is
and Chris show. This is the Dan and Chris show.
show.
This is the Dan and Chris show.
Chris show.
I'm Dan,
This is Chris.
and this is
That's
our
Dan.
show.
Oh man.
Oh, the Dan and
Been a
Chris
Dan
show.
and Chris show for a long time.
I know. It's been,
It's the first Dan and Chris show of 2022.
it is the first Dan and Chris show of 2022. What more
Those
could
jokes
one
never get old.
The yes, we are goobers, Ian. Thank you.
Yeah. Good old Ian R plays the tuba.
He does play the tuba, and we are goobers. And I'd love for you, Ian, in the chat to stick around and let us know what games you're excited for in 2022, because that's what we're going to be talking about. But first, I want to. It's time for a beer. Wait, we did that already.
No, I was going to say, what have you been playing? I know I've been playing a bunch of stuff.
Well, I've been playing. So some things I've been playing. Hearts to Ian. Wait, do the Alison fingers. The Elden Ring a ding dong. The things I've been playing have been a few. I've been continuing my baby delivery quests in in Death Stranding,
Yep.
which is just nice to kind of relax and do that.
It's relaxing.
It is relaxing until it's not. Until like you get assaulted by beached things, and then you have to like
Like
get into
whales.
fight mode. Well, now I'm into a point where there's actually like you have guns because there's people actively trying to murder you now. So it's not like just
Are they trying to murder you or your baby?
just you for the time
Or are
being.
they trying to get your Amazon packages?
I think they just want my Amazon packages. That's really what they
Okay.
want.
I mean, I get it.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cool Amazon packages out there. And then I'm also playing Persona 5 whenever I feel like just listening to Anime Story and being really sleepy, because that's usually what happens.
Nice.
I'm also replaying The Witcher 3 because we just finished season 2 of The Witcher, and I wanted to just have more The Witcher in my life.
What did you think of season 2?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was
Have you
good.
read the books?
I haven't read the books.
Okay. So I enjoyed it, but there were a couple things that I didn't really like, namely how they treated Eskel.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
they did him dirty.
it did seem a little bit like it did seem a little like he was very standoffish for it's like, hasn't he been a Witcher for like a really long time? Like, shouldn't he be less?
He's been a Witcher. He was in the same Witcher pledge class as Geralt.
Welcome to Witcher Pledge class, everybody.
Vesemir's big bro.
Vesemir's like, in order to be a Witcher, first you gotta pound these brewskis, then
AKA Trial of the Grasses.
then we're gonna do this. You got a sick chain you get to wear. It's awesome, bro.
But you can't ever take it off.
Never take it off. If you do, you're out of the pledge class, bro. Ian says, slam back some poison, boys.
Oh man.
But
now I want to like make a comedy remaking of
The Witcher.
of The Witcher, just like the backstory of how they
gosh.
became Witcher bros.
Yeah, but oh my goodness. But yeah, I felt like Eskel, like since he was in the same like training regimen as Geralt, should have been like they would have been like, oh, it's a little off that he's being so kind of,
Douchey.
buttholy, So
Yeah.
so the fact that he was slightly buttholy.
He was very buttholy.
Yeah. They play do we think
but
they
not
play,
in like the angelic way.
yeah. Do you think they play Flip Cup? They probably play
Oh, absolutely.
Flip Skull, like drink out of. Yeah.
Well, they use drinking horns.
Oh, drinking horns. It's way harder to play flip
so
horn.
hard.
It's got to land like on the tip of the. But yeah, I'm playing that. I actually did the Bloody Baron quest. I did differently than I've done it before.
Oh, nice.
So
it's sad, however you do it. So
it's sad, but like right now, I still haven't finished it technically because both two times I've started The Witcher. Spoilers for this super old game.
Super old.
I made the Baron hang himself like every time, accidentally, because he was a prick to his kids and his wife, so I was being a prick to him. This time I was like playing it a little bit more understanding, so he hasn't killed himself yet. I don't know what'll happen.
He hasn't killed himself yet.
Yet we don't know. Who knows? But the which we don't condone, but. It's just a thing.
Are you focusing on different things? Like, are you doing more into like potions or more into signs or anything like that?
I'm kind of doing more signs than just like slamming people with my sword, which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. Go ahead.
I always tended to go School of the Cat with all the light attacks. That seemed to be the easiest.
And then I'm Cyberpunk 2077. I'm still kind of diving into.
Nice.
In multiplayer land, lots of Halo, lots of Fortnite. Because I don't have to talk to anybody if I want to play those by myself.
Nice.
So that's kind of it. What else? Oh, I downloaded Merge Mansion onto my phone. If you've seen ads for that,
Mansion?
it's like a dumb mobile game, but it's kind of like I wake up in the morning and I do it for like 2 minutes and then I go about my day. Or if I'm pooping, it's a great pooping game. So
nice.
So
you don't even need the poop Game Boy anymore.
I don't. That's what smartphones changed. Is no longer require poop Game Boy. But yeah.
Still need the poop knife, but
Poop knife, yes. Poop Game Boy, no. I forgot about the poop.
Oh man,
Oh, it's
poop knife. If you
disgusting.
don't know what the poop knife is, go look up just poop knife and Reddit, and
Yeah,
have a good time.
be careful on Reddit.
It's not that gross.
It's not that
It's mostly just
gross.
funny.
It's not that gross, but it's kind of gross. Speaking of gross, Chris, what have you been playing? What have you been playing, man? Get it? Because I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I finished. Well, I guess technically I did this last year, but I finished Orcs Must Die 3.
Nice.
Have you ever played
Wah,
any
wah,
of
wah,
those?
wah.
Any of the Orcs Must Die games?
No, I don't think so.
It's kind of like a tower defense that you can play co-op, but then it's like you set up traps in a path, and you have different paths that the orcs or other assorted evil creatures go upon. And you also can like shoot a gun or shoot a get a hammer or something like that. So you have a little bit of direct control over like stuff that you're attacking. Eventually, those obviously the most efficient way to do it is just have a good trap system.
Right.
But yeah, me and Tyler ran through that pretty quickly. I think we did it in like 12 hours or something like that.
Oh wow. Okay.
But it's a good time. It's a good game to play co-op. It's kind of hard to do by yourself.
Yeah, that would make sense. I've just realized I don't have the blah 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 sound on this computer. So
all right.
Blah 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 is what we're gonna do for that one.
Yeah.
Ever since I got my new computer, I don't have all the stuff that I used to.
You need to.
Including Whittle Scoops. Whittle Scoops is not on here. So
oh no.
sorry about
that. So sad.
Chris is so upset about it. I love my voice changing stuff, but no one else does.
We've also been super into Satisfactory. I know that
people play that.
Yeah, Ian and his brother were playing it a lot a while ago, but me and Tyler have been playing that too, and it is quite satisfying. You basically start off with being able to hit stuff to get like any gathering game or like survival type game. You're able to start like just with basic stuff, but this like goes all in on making like automating and efficiency stuff.
Okay.
Like for creating stuff, because like basically to expand your factory, you need to like set up things to make a lot of a widget, and then you need another type of widget, and you need to combine those widgets. So like you unlock different like assemblers and combiners and miners and stuff, and you have conveyor belts going everywhere, and you have to get copper, and you have to get coal, and you have to get iron, but you need iron and coal to make steel, but you also need coal to have a coal generator, and you need like a bunch of coal generators. So it's just like figuring out all these efficiencies, and it just keeps going, and the map is huge, and there's so much to do in it.
Yeah,
but
I've seen some people play it, and it looks like insanely like just like you have to like lay down all these conveyor belts as to where you want things to go, and things can like mess with your conveyor belt, so things start to get stacked up if you don't do them right.
Yeah, no, and like you might have a conveyor belt that moves at 60 items per sec or per minute. You can upgrade it to do 120 per minute, and then you can get it to 270 per minute. But like if you have like a really long conveyor belt, it takes a ton of resources to do it. So it's just like figuring out the best way to, and like splitting stuff off so that you're maximizing the efficiency of the belt you have. It's just it's so much, and it's a lot of like fun number crunching, which is cool. And like one day I found like 4 coal deposits right next to a lake, and you need water for a coal generator in addition to coal. So like I was super hyped because I was gonna make this massive coal factory. And that was like my project for an evening, which was a lot of fun.
Isn't that what, whenever you smell stuff, isn't that your coal factory senses? Is that what those are?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Sinking belt, Ian says, sinking belt efficiencies with machine production is a big old thing.
Yep. It's a big old thing. Big focus of the game for sure.
Big focus.
And we just got to being able to find oil, so I'm going to be going on an expedition to bring oil back to the main factory. So
you're going to be an oil baron?
Yeah, I'm already a coal baron.
Yeah, nice. Why not control all the fossil fuels? Is what they say.
That's exactly what they say.
Speaking
of control.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I've also been playing a lot of Control the last few days too.
What do you think of it?
I love it. I love like the weirdness of it, and
It's
just
so
like there's
nuts.
it's so weird.
I
But
love I love the SCP like ness of it, where like as you're playing it, it's just like it's like, oh yeah, this is the government facility where all the weird stuff that they can't explain
yeah,
goes, you
no,
know?
I love that. Like I love that it's like it reminds me a lot of you watch the Loki TV series.
Yeah, yeah.
It reminds me of that like that organization basically.
I always think of the movie. There was a sci-fi show called Warehouse 13. Did you ever watch that at all?
No,
Okay, it's very similar to that, except of course Warehouse 13 is goofy. It's a sci-fi show. Actually, it's one of the really good sci-fi shows. You should watch it.
I
I
might have
think.
to go watch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds awesome.
It's good. It's good stuff.
But yeah, I've been really enjoying that. I the combat's really fun, and it like it can be punishing sometimes, but it's not unfair. It's very
Yeah.
much reminds me in a way of like front like Souls like games in that way, and like especially with like going back to the the control point or
Like
whatever
like the hubs and like the control points and stuff like that.
yeah.
How's it treating your computer?
Oh, it's been fine.
Yeah, it's doing okay.
Why is that a thing?
Well, it's just like it's really pretty. I know it. I tried to play it on my Xbox once or twice, and it crashed my Xbox basically every time I played it because it was way too heavy to be
Yeah,
able to do anything.
I think it's been fine. I haven't done any ray tracing. I know the 1080 Ti can do like super basic ray tracing, but I
hmm
haven't tried
It's
that
like
out.
it's like is it gonna melt my computer if I do it? You know, it's like I don't
Yeah,
know if I want that to happen.
yeah, with the prices of graphics cards right now, I kind of don't want that to happen. So,
Yes, nobody does.
but yeah,
Nobody knows.
it's been a lot of fun. And like today, I just found out that like certain pictures on the wall mean that you can break the wall, and I didn't know that for like a lot of the playthrough.
What? Oh
Oh,
my
apparently you
gosh,
didn't
I
either.
didn't know that either. I'm gonna have to
Yeah, the
go
ones that
back
look
and
like
look.
doors.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh my god, so many things.
secrets on secrets.
Secrets. I love secrets.
I
I'm a
like 'em
dungeon
too.
master. I love secrets. Uh,
But
nice.
yeah, so hopefully I'll be finishing that up soon. It was one of the free games on Epic
It
that they gave
was.
out the past few weeks.
It was. Oh, I need to check what's on there. Right now.
They gave away Tomb Raider, I think, the other
They
day,
did.
or like
Yeah.
all three Tomb Raiders.
Yeah. They've been doing some good stuff.
Yeah.
So oh hey, thanks for subscribing, Gray Man. Uh
Hey.
Grayman says DM are the master of secrets. Yes. So many secrets. You want to know some secrets? I have some secrets. The secret is I can't craft a balanced battle encounter. That's the secret.
Dude, as as a fledgling DM, I struggle with that. I've realized that the when you have like a boss encounter at this point with my like level 5 group, you can't just have one thing. They
No,
just get
it's
wrecked
got to
so
be
fast.
it's got to be like the one thing, but then also other things and like lair actions and legendary actions and stuff. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid to just throw legendary actions in right now because I did it way too late with my guys. Because it was like at that by the time I did it, by the time I did it, they were like way too powerful, so it didn't really do a whole lot. I should have
Yep.
done it in the beginning, whenever it was like more, you know, kind of feeling.
Yeah, they fought it wasn't a baby dragon. It was a young
dragon,
a young adult dragon or
a
just dragon?
young dragon.
Yeah, it
There's
was a young black dragon.
okay.
Which
Nice.
technically don't get lair actions, but I guess I probably should have done lair
No, you could
action.
do it. You could see that's the rule of DMing. It's like you could do whatever you want. And they can't say anything. They can say things, but you could be like, "Shut up, I'm in charge," and then
Yeah, I
slap.
tried to make it so they the dragon was in water, and I tried to like go back under, but I think it got hit by a stunning strike.
Ugh. I think what the adult white dragon that my people faced, he like got poisoned or like he was diseased or something like that. So he like
Yeah.
could anytime they hit him, he kept getting paralyzed, so he couldn't do anything. and then he was just gooey and like bleeding. It was disgusting. But I was very upset about it. But then I killed one of them in the next session, not on purpose. It just happened. So that's how it goes. But
yeah, balancing.
Yeah, balancing
is hard.
It's tough, but that's a lot of Dungeons and Dragons stuff. This is a video game podcast. Well, this is our video game podcast.
A gaming podcast.
It's a gaming podcast. It is. It's the Game Brew podcast. So just games.
Not the video game brew.
Just games. Speaking of Hannah and I played a really cute 2-player game that I got her for Christmas. It's called Shoot. What's it called?
It's called Shoot? Like, is it like...
No. It's not called Shoot. It's not called Shoot. Hannah! Hannah! I forget what it's called. But it's...
Shoots and Ladders?
It's a game basically where you're playing two... It's a word game. And you have to you get a set of tiles and you have to make a word with it.
Scrabble.
It's not Scrabble.
It sounds like Scrabble.
It's not Scrabble because it's only for 2 players. But it's you make a set of you make a word with the tiles that you have.
Still Scrabble.
Shut up. And then what you do is you write it down on this little secret scrap of paper you have, and then you give all your tiles to the other person, and they have to try and guess what word you made with the tiles while you're doing the same thing to them. And
so
then
it's kind of like what is that code thing? Like where you
Mastermind is what you're thinking of.
Yeah, where you have to you get a set of letters and you kind of have to figure out what the...
Yeah, it's kind of like that, except there's also the way you win is by making them have to do more things. Like there's cards that you have on either side that say you can give the other player points to give them clues to what the word is. It's okay, so you'll give them a point for saying how many letters long your word is. And then if they guess what your word is, but they don't have the most points at the end, they can't win. Whoever has the most points and then guesses the right word actually wins. It's pretty cute. I forget what it's called. It's by the Exploding Kittens guys. Let's see. Not Throw Burrito. That's another one.
That makes sense.
That's another one. Let's see. Games.
A Little Wordy.
Yes, A Little Wordy. That is what it's called. Because you
Nice.
make a little word.
And
they're
there's
all
little birdies on the front.
little bird things. Sorry, everybody,
cute.
for having to go on that journey with me.
Well, it's what the Game Brew is all about.
It's the journey. It's not
friends we made along.
it's the games we played along the way. Anything else, Chris? Anything else of note that you've been playing?
Kind of going with the theme. I've been, I don't know, weirdly into games that you work in, jobs. So I did pick up Power Wash Simulator.
Yes, the most satisfying.
It's super satisfying.
The most satisfying game you could possibly play. It's just good. It's just.
It's so simple, and I like that they're you can upgrade your stuff. But I don't know. It's satisfying. I've told a couple people that I bought it, and they're like, "Why don't you just go power wash stuff?"
So it's different. It's different, and we don't know why. Because you can't just go out at 2 a.m. and start power washing things.
You could. You would just piss off everyone.
Yeah, and your neighbors would be like, "What's this crazy man doing power washing things at 2 a.m?" Start talking about you behind your back. That's never good.
And you just power wash them out of your life.
Power wash them out of my life. That's a new song. I just made it up. Speaking of making things up, it's 2022 officially. It is the year with 3 2s in it now.
Yep. You think we'll live to the year that there are 4 2s?
I don't know. It depends on how far technology comes
Yeah.
in the next 20-ish years, but I mean it's possible. Or we're just so irradiated from all of the nuclear fallout that we're gonna live anyway. Like all of the fallout, what are they called? The zombie people in Fallout?
Ghouls?
Not the ghouls, the ones that can talk.
Ghouls? Or
Are
the
they still
ones that
just
can
called
talk? The
ghouls?
ghouls. Yeah.
Okay. The ghouls in
But
that.
the good ones that can talk.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
Not the crazy
And
ones.
they all sound like this whenever they're talking. So
Yeah,
we'll all just sound like that.
they've all been smoking Newports.
Yeah, Newports. Welcome to Newport. Okay. So 2022, we're gonna talk about some of the games that might be coming out this year and what we're excited for. Do you remember what you said was going to be your game of what you were excited for in 2021?
No, but I can go find out.
We can find that out. Well,
but while I'm finding that out, let's not stop.
we're not going to stop. Chris is going to find that out, but we're just going to talk about some of the games that we are excited for that are coming out in 2022. If you are listening to the podcast or watching the podcast right now and you have some games you're excited for, please put them in the chat. We'll be more than happy to talk about them. I think we're just going to bring this up right at the head because Ian already put it in the chat. I know Chris excited about it. I'm excited about it. Everybody and their mom's excited about Elden Ring coming out this year. And in February, no less, right? February is when that comes out? Oh my gosh. So much starting from the Game Awards like 2 years ago, whenever we just got a trailer for it and everybody was like, oh, George R.R. Martin is helping with it. And it's it's going to be so cool. Oh, it's going to be great. Chris, what do you think? What have you been seeing on it?
I mean, I honestly haven't. I've been trying to not like look into it too much because I want it to be super exciting when it does come out. But I mean, just the whole premise. I like that they're kind of going back into the more Western style, like genre of fantasy, more so than the Far East. But I mean, the fact that George R.R. Martin actually wrote something is kind of fun.
Yeah, right. Because he's been
I don't
waiting
know.
on that last book for a while.
It just looks really good.
Yeah. I think it looks like what we expect from software games, like it's got that sort of that it's gritty but it still has like the sheen on it where there's like a lot of armor stuff. It looks like there's a lot of it's definitely not like a dodgy game if I recall correctly from the
It's going to be tanky game.
It's going to be tanky because if what I remember seeing from the trailers and stuff is what it's gonna be.
Yeah. No, and apparently they were From Software was very like they kind of had a fire lit under them after the Demon Souls remake came out because of how good that looked.
They were like, "Oh no, oh no, oh no!" Did you get a taste of the beta in November? Whenever that came out,
I did not. No.
Ah, boo. Well, somebody has somewhere. If you have, let us know how it was, and if it was okay. So we're definitely both excited for that. Fiedler1 in the chat says Homeworld 3 he's excited for. That's like a space sim. It's a real-time strategy game from Gearbox.
Well, it's published by Gearbox.
Published by Gearbox, by Blackbird Interactive. I can't say I've seen a whole lot about Homeworld 3, but I'm also not in the RTS space. I feel like there's a lot of there's a lot of cool things that happen about it.
He says it's a 3-dimensional control,
that's
so it's
interesting.
space in 3 dimensions. That's something that is going to be hard to pull off, but if they do, that's going to be amazing.
Yeah, space is interesting.
Yeah,
whenever
because
it
I mean,
comes to that.
it's super hard to convey that especially in an RTS. That could be super confusing. And I wonder if so I looked up some of their other games. They also did Hard Space Shipbreaker, which is one I just picked up actually.
That is a great game. That is a
Which I
really
wonder,
fun game. Does it have
yeah,
multiplayer?
I don't
I
think
don't
so,
think
but if it
so.
is, we should look into that.
We should look at it.
But I wonder if that is helping them like kind of get a grip on the controls for the full 3D space
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, the whole cuz that's the oh my gosh, it's so disorienting. Like even playing Hard Space Shipbreaker, it's like just the rotation and like the momentum and like the way things go.
Yeah.
It makes me that's why I hate space. Space is
I
list of my
I
fears.
I played that at PAX East
Mhm.
right before the shutdown, and they were basically like, if you got like a certain score, they would give you a free key for it, and that
Nice.
was the biggest problem. I couldn't get it because of the orientation
Cuz
stuff.
yeah, it's really it's tough. It's definitely tough. But we'll look out for that. He says
Yeah, that's something I would be definitely
it's
interested
supposed to
in.
come out in Q4. So, we'll see if it comes out this year. That's a
Yep.
Q4 is always kind of the it might come out this year, it might not come out till next year though. Gray Man says Horizon Forbidden West. I know that was one of the ones on Chris's lists too.
Yeah, no, I mean Horizon Zero Dawn. I think I described it as the best Far Cry out that it was ever made.
It's yeah,
So
it was good. I really liked it. I think I played it too late and there were already too many things that were similar to it. So I kind of got I don't know, I got bored with it.
I mean, to me, it was just kind of the most polished version of the Far Cry formula.
Okay. Okay.
Um, so I really liked it. I didn't finish it, but I should. But I don't know. I really liked it. Um, it definitely stood out in that
Mhm.
particular vein of games
Mhm.
for sure. So I'm
Do you
looking forward to the next one.
do you think they're gonna improve on things in the second one, or what do you think?
I I think they kind of have to. I mean, they did a really good job of making the different weapons feel good and having the fights feel dynamic, having the things that you're fighting feel different.
Hmm.
Um, so I hope they continue with that and kind of expand on that. But yeah, if it's too formulaic, it's not going to be that great.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't suffer from sequelitis and it's just more of the same thing. I think
Yeah,
there hopefully will be some new stuff that's in
yeah,
there to keep people going. And then Breath of the Wild 2, another open-ish world,
very open world.
very open world. And that is supposed to come out this year. I'm excited to see exactly what it is because we still kind of really don't know a lot about it. We know there's some up in the sky areas. We know what else? What else do we know about Breath of the Wild 2? Aside from
I Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think it's just there's open worlds. It's
I just hope the weapons aren't as breakable.
yeah, I think they're gonna be. You know,
That was
it's always gonna be like that, and we will see if it comes out too. I mean, like that's kind of the whole thing is, are these gonna come out in 2022
Yeah,
or
the
are they
ones that
not? You know,
don't have release dates, I'm not, especially that are slated for Q4. I'm not super confident.
yeah, those are the ones
Uh,
that are kind of
yeah.
out there.
But I mean, I'm gonna get it. It's a Zelda game.
I mean, yeah, of course you are. Of course I'm gonna get it. My father right now has my Breath of the Wild, and sometimes I feel like, oh, I want to play Breath of the Wild, but I can't because my dad
And
has it.
Alex just told me he did all 120 shrines in the first one.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
he's been
So
spending some quality time.
I told him he has to go off after all the Koroks now, and he said no.
He said no. Oh
No.
man. Oh man. Gray asks, with the success of Dread and such, do you guys feel like there will be more side scroll games coming out?
I mean, I feel like there's already a ton of side scroll games with Metroidvanias and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Like, I feel like there's still a ton of those coming out. Just and like
And
less so platformers, more so Metroidvanias.
I
But
I feel like there are a lot of them out already, like Chris just said. And the biggest thing is that you have to look for them, and they have to. And there's a lot of really good ones. Like there's a lot of really good side scrollers out there that are either by like third-party companies, smaller developers, that kind of stuff. Cyber Shadow is out. I think that's on Xbox Game Pass, which is kind of like a throwback to Ninja Gaiden. And it's really good if you're looking for a 2D side scroller that's like just awesome and challenging.
Oh man, and the art is very like Sega Genesis.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's great. Let's see. What's another one that I was playing? Katana Zero is really good. It's very dark, but also sort of like a cyberpunky sort of side scroller. It's like a preface game. Like they've said there's going to be it's like a prologue game, like there might be more after it. We'll see if there's more after it, but
the most recent side scroller I've been playing was I picked up on Switch one of those like Castlevania packs that has all the ones that were on Game Boy Advance.
Oh, nice.
So I've been playing through I can't remember which one.
Is it Symphony of the Moon?
Symphony of the Moon? No, that's Circle of the Moon, I think.
Circle of the Moon? No, because they're always like a Symphony of the Night. Something. Isn't it always like a music thing?
Circle of the Moon is definitely one. Or Harmony of Dissonance, or Aria of Sorrow. I can't. It was one of those. I think it's Circle of the Moon.
JB?
Yeah, it's Circle of the Moon.
Yeah, that's the one with the cards, right?
Yes.
Yes, I really liked that one back in the day.
Yep.
That was a good
It's actually pretty tough too.
It's hard. Like I don't know how I did it when I was 12.
Yeah.
I feel that way about a lot of stuff.
But yeah, the Game Boy Advance Castlevanias are solid.
Yeah, hit those up if you get the chance. All right, let's go on to some new stuff that's coming out in 2022. Total War Warhammer 3.
Oh my god, fucking finally. It's finally happening. February 17th. I'm taking off multiple days.
He's taking a few days.
I'm already I'm already thinking about like which faction I'm
what am I going to be? What am I going to do?
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that. They've done a ton of quality of life stuff. Everything looks just better. I mean, it's been 5 years, I think 4 or 5 years since the release of 2
came out. Yeah.
So they've learned a ton of stuff from other releases they've done. They're making sieges better, which has been a big complaint. I think they're making diplomacy better, which has also been a complaint for this series of it.
Diplomacy is important, especially in a game where it's about like fighting each other. That it's like sometimes diplomacy is an important part of it, right?
Yes, but the difficult thing is like there are certain factions that are always going to hate each other. Like orcs and dwarves are never going to like each other.
Orcs and dwarves never like each other.
You know what I mean? Like it's just
a thing. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I know you're really excited for that. I'm really excited for Dying Light 2 because I was excited for it 2 years ago when it was supposed to come out. And
fun fact, that was the thing you were excited for.
Nice. I knew it. Not coming out. It didn't come out last year, but it is coming out this year. So I'm excited for it because I love Dying Light and I just want more Dying Light, please.
Oh, actually, you were looking forward to Resident Evil Village.
Uh-huh.
It was great.
It was great. Loved it.
Did you ever help your dad build a PC?
No, because parts were too expensive because,
global shortage.
Global shortage.
Elden Ring will come out and slap.
That didn't happen.
It hasn't come out, but hopefully it'll slap.
Out.
And you didn't think Halo Infinite will be good and everyone will be mad. It won't come out at all. And you were wrong.
I was wrong. It came out and I really enjoy it. It's actually a really good one. We did good predictions.
Ian also thought that Halo Infinite was going to be a mess. Tencent. He also thought Tencent will purchase a controlling stake in Epic. I don't think
so. I don't think they have.
That I'm aware of. He thought gaming streaming services will be bundled, Netflix plus Stadia. That didn't happen.
It didn't really happen.
Excited for Deathloop and Diablo 4. Diablo 4 didn't happen. Also, I'm sure he's not excited for Diablo 4 anymore.
Yep. Deathloop was good though. People like Deathloop a lot. I haven't played it, but people like it a lot.
I've heard it was very good. It was one of the most game of the year
persons
up for game of the year. Yeah.
Yes.
And he was excited for Risk of Rain 2. And
he liked it. He liked it.
It was
a lot.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that we're going to see a string of mediocre / poorly polished games in the next few months. That was sort of correct.
Kind of. Yeah.
Battlefield being the poster boy, I think.
Battlefield was pretty bad. Cyberpunk was also not.
Cyberpunk was in December,
What that was in December. You're right. So, uh,
but that's mostly polished now. They just
now
need
it
to add
is. It just
content.
took a while, you know.
It just took a year.
It took a year for him to get it to the right place. I can't. I guess yeah. At the beginning of the year, I wasn't really nothing that really like spoke to me. I came out and was just like, this is these aside from Resident Evil, this is a great game. You know.
Yeah, it was kind of a soft year for games for me, but it's going to be a packed year next
Yeah,
year.
22 is going to be huge for gaming.
I was excited for 2 games that didn't come out. Warhammer 40k Dark Tide.
Yep.
Which is basically 40k Vermintide by the same company.
Right.
I'm less excited for that now. I don't know why. It could have been because Back for Blood was pretty solid. So
yeah, Back for Blood was pretty good.
And I was excited for Hogwarts Legacy, which hasn't come out.
That will come out this year, actually, is what
allegedly.
Allegedly.
We'll see. And then I said I was going to get my hands on a AMD Ryzen 5900X.
That didn't happen, did it?
No, I bought another Intel. They were giving them away.
They were giving them away. It was fine.
I mean, like it was like $350 for a 10-core processor. Come on, man.
Oh goodness, there's so much. Anything else notable from that list, or is that really it?
That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. Okay.
But we can get back to what has anyone else in the chat said anything?
No, they're very quiet for the time being.
Yeah, graphics cards have been
they're
pretty rough. That is a post Valentine's Day gift to myself because I love myself.
He does.
I'm going to play Total War Warhammer 3. It's February's a packed month. A week later is Elden Ring.
That's true. So, there's going to be a lot of stuff that happens in February. Remember that there is Valentine's Day during that month, so you do have to spend time with your fiance.
It's before, so it's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
Before that, though, Pokemon Legends Arceus.
I'm not as excited about this. I don't get excited about Pokemon stuff. I don't flip my lid for Pokemon.
Well, it's okay to be wrong.
I'm not saying I don't like it. I just don't get excited for it. You know?
I didn't really do anything with like the remaster of Shining Pearl or Brilliant Diamond, but I'm kind of excited for this. I like that they're kind of going back to like before technology, yet somehow they still have wooden Pokeballs.
Yeah, Pokeballs and stuff.
Don't worry about it.
Don't ask questions. It's Pokemon. Professor Oak just comes and chokes you out if you. These are Pokemon. Are you a boy or a girl? Are you a boy or a girl?
Here's a Pokemon. Go away so I can be with your mom. It's fine.
Whoa. I don't know if it's canon or not. Seemed like it in the cartoon, you know. They were very close. Yeah. They were very close.
Yeah. But I mean, some of the early stuff that I've seen about it was concerning. Like, there's an extreme lack of foliage on the map. It's like very sparse.
Well, I mean, that was what like Sword and Shield were. I mean, it's like you go around and it's just kind of like it's just kind of stuff out in the wild. Grass didn't matter as much.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, it's good. I mean, they generally have a good track record, so I'm sure it'll be pretty good. Starfield. I'm excited for a new Bethesda game. It's going to be interesting to see how polished it is post Microsoft acquisition.
Which, I mean,
I think it'll be a good thing.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm excited to see like what Bethesda's been doing because we haven't really had a big main Bethesda release since Fallout 4.
Oh gosh, I guess you're right. It's been a while.
Because like 76 was Bethesda Online Studios, I think. So like not Bethesda Softworks. So it's not like the main studio.
Have you seen previews of this game Shifu?
No.
Shifu. So remember back in the day, whenever we started the podcast, and a good friend of ours, who shall remain nameless, made us really buy this game Absolver, so it's basically Absolver, but with
better.
but like more of an action RPG than just going around punching stuff.
So it's taking the bones of Absolver and actually giving a story to it.
Yeah, and like improving the combat a
Awesome.
little bit, making it a little bit more fluid. So it's kind of a little bit more polished than just regular beat 'em ups. Like it's not just the bouncer for PS2, which I would play that, but it's a little bit more. It looks really cool. I hope it's good, and I hope that Ian buys it and is happy.
Yeah, no,
At
I mean
last.
this is cool. It looks really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the independent studio behind Absolver.
Yeah.
No, that looks in February. It looks cool, and like I hope that they learned a lot from the Absolver thing. Absolver had a lot of really good ideas, but like there just wasn't a lot to the world they created. Like I think the actual combat was pretty good
Mm-hmm.
and pretty deep.
It
but yeah,
was. It just didn't. It wasn't the best
there
game.
wasn't a reason to do it.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a great game. You know.
That's cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
God of War, Ragnarok comes out.
Nice.
Everyone's. It's so good.
yeah.
God of War is just great. Doesn't matter who you are.
Honestly, I would say that the last God of War was better than Breath of the Wild.
I would put it in a different category. I wouldn't put them in the same game sphere.
To me, they're similar.
I disagree with you. I think we've had this argument before.
Have we? They're action adventure games.
But I wouldn't classify Breath of the Wild as just action adventure. There's like this whole like open world exploration category
There's
now.
an open world.
In
God of War is an open world.
kind of. It's like it's an open world on rails. You know, it's like saying, hey, there's an open world, but there's still a limit. You know, there's a very slight limit. It's an open world, but you can only go the places we tell you.
I mean, most open worlds are fenced in for a little bit.
Gray strongly disagrees with you. They are not the same. I just want to say I have the support of the people.
Okay, the people say the people have struck me down.
You were about to say, well, the people are wrong, and you didn't.
If it was you who said it, I would tell you you're wrong with the people.
But the people,
no, sir.
Never tell them they're wrong. A Plague Tale Part 2 looks good. Yes, it does. I am excited for that. I said whenever I played A Plague Tale Innocence that I was hoping they would do more chapters in that game series.
I still need to play that.
It really is good. Like, and it's just a story, so you can just play it like you're watching a TV show. You know, you don't have to think super hard. And yeah, you don't have to think super hard and just be experiencing a story. It's really good. I don't know how to explain it anymore.
All right.
It's great. I was moved. I laughed. I cried. It moved me, Bob.
I'm another slightly RTS game. Well, it is an RTS. Company of Heroes 3. Always like the Company of Heroes game series. So
yeah,
excited for that.
Those have always been pretty good. I don't know. I think that'll be good. The Company of Heroes has always been a good RTS. I have not been an RTS boy for a long time though.
Yeah.
So for me, it's hard to get excited about it.
What I'm excited for is that it sounds like they're going to be adding campaign mechanics similar and like map mechanics similar to like the Total War games.
Okay.
So from what I've heard, so I think that'll be really cool, and hopefully they're both being published by Sega. They're not both Creative Assembly, but I don't know. Hopefully nice. They give some pointers to
some pointers.
Yeah.
Give them some pointers.
Also, another RTS. There's a Starship Troopers RTS coming out.
There is? Oh, I didn't hear about that. I can't wait for that.
Just looking at the screenshots, it's kind of similar in that it's squad based.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh man, and it's made by a company that does a lot of Warhammer 40K games.
Oh boy. What's it gonna be? Gray also says Arc 2. I don't know. Arc was never my thing to begin with. I know there's like a very specific player base that plays Ark. Like Ark has its followers. I am not one of
I'm
them.
not one of them. Is it
So
like I mean it's like a survival game, right?
yeah, it's like a
Like
survival building
like
sort
kind of
of.
like Conan Exiles and that kind of thing.
Yeah. Let's go through. There's a lot. I Ark is fine. There's a lot of games coming out this year. I'm like
Hogwarts Legacy.
Hogwarts Legacy is coming out again this year, hopefully. There's like so much where I don't know. Again, I'm like with the Harry Potter world. I've never been that all about it. My niece just got the first Harry Potter book for Christmas, or just because. So she's gonna start reading that. That'll be exciting.
They're fun books, especially if you're young. I mean, like I wouldn't say like I'm super into Harry Potter, but I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea of like, it's not like modern Hogwarts. It's like Hogwarts a couple hundred years ago or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Okay.
So that, and like being able to explore like that place sounds really cool.
That does sound
and
pretty cool.
yeah. So I don't know. I think it'll be cool.
What about the Lord of the Rings Gollum? Did you see that? Did you see that stuff at all?
I'm aware that that exists. I haven't really.
I have really.
Of all the people that I wish I could play as in the Lord of the Rings world,
Gollum is not.
Gollum is not one of them.
See, that's what I was thinking too. I'm just like, I'm looking at it, I'm just like, who's this? Who was this for? Whenever they made this, who were they like? There's an audience for this. I know there is. There's a bunch of people who really want to play as Gollum in the Lord of the Rings. It's like, no, he doesn't even get a sword. What's he gonna do? It's just sneaky
He's
world.
just gonna be fishing.
That's really it. There's supposed to be an Outlast multiplayer game that comes out this year too, which I'm excited for. Spooky stuff. Probably probably a copy of like,
that spooky game
what's it called?
that Alison likes.
Dead by Daylight. Probably
No,
something
not
like
that
that.
one. The other one.
Phasmophobia?
That's the one.
I don't think it's gonna be like that. Let's see. There's a new Kirby game that's coming out. Slime Rancher 2 is coming out.
Slime Rancher 2.
Yeah.
I like Slime Rancher.
Slime Rancher was fun.
I was into that.
Let's see. Stalker 2. That was the game where they were talking about putting NFTs in it, and people got all up in arms.
There's a lot of.
like, never mind.
Did you read? Speaking of that, did you read the Square Enix president's letter that talked about NFTs and crypto?
I did not.
Or blockchain. He's pretty into it, and that's concerning.
Oh no. That's like
it was like one of the things he said was basically something about how some people play video games to have fun, but also some people would like to have a way to have an output for their creativity or something like that. And it's like, come on, man.
That's not. No, that's not.
Come on.
No. My brother sent me a comic that showed, because I was trying to understand what NFTs actually are, and I understand it. So no one try and explain it to me anymore. I know what it is now.
So NFTs.
No, shut up! I don't want you to explain it to me. But the comic was really funny because it was just like a letter to Santa, and it says, "Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is an NFT." And you see a Santa and an elf, and they're like look at each other, and then they put on, it's like a picture, and then they put like a little price tag that says $15,000 on it, and then they just look at each other and they just kind of go, because no one really knows.
Well, I guess we should make a Game Brew NFT.
It's it's just can it just be a voice clip of Whittle Scoops saying something, and then that's what your NFT
totally.
is. I'll make an NFT. Pay me 10 grand for it, somebody.
Yeah. No, I actually last night after I read the thing from the Square Enix president, I had to look up like to understand better like what NFTs, how, like what the purpose, why any NFTs exist.
And the answer is nobody knows. Nobody knows. Doesn't matter, because rich people need to spend money on things apparently.
Yeah.
That's and it's like, oh, you could just pay your taxes or give money to charitable organizations or me. Just give me money. That's fine. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
that
Give
would
me it.
work.
Give me it. Um, a lot of stuff.
River City Girls too.
River City Girls 2. I did enjoy River City Girls,
Yeah.
the video game.
Shadow Warriors 3.
Nice. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands also comes out. The new
I still need to play the
Borderlands.
the first one.
Yeah, I never played that one.
Moderately interested in that.
Yeah.
I'm like getting less and less interested in Borderlands as time goes on. But
it had its era. Gran Turismo 7. Is that what it is?
sure.
I don't know what number it is.
I don't know. I
Yes.
I like playing them, and Forza's good.
Oh, it's
I
coming out
haven't
on
played a Gran Turismo in a while, but
it's coming out on International Marching Band Day. Oh, something. Oh my God, Fiedler just said something like 1 in 5 homes in 2021 down payments were paid with NFT profits. Yeah, because those are the only people who could buy homes in 2021.
That sounds like a made up thing.
I don't know. Who knows?
That sounds made up.
I don't know. With Fiedler, sometimes he comes in with real information, and that sounds fake.
Sounds like a Game Brew fact right there.
It could be a real fact, but I hate the fact that it's a real fact.
If that's a real fact, I'm not going to eat boots or anything, but
Don't eat boots. They're not good for your stomach. And then Gotham Knights also comes out. That's the one that should be different and interesting.
There's also like a Suicide Squad.
Kill the Justice League. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's coming out. There's a lot of stuff that could be really good, could be fine.
And there's like a lot of stuff that's definitely going to be good.
Yeah, there's like a lot of confirmed bangers on the list of games that come out this year. So
I feel like I think, and I assume it's because of the pandemic, but I feel like 2022 is going to be one of the best years of gaming in a long time.
I would agree with that. And because it's something that Chris and I agree on, that means it's time to end the Dan and Chris show. So, boo boo ba doop, boo boo.
I disagree.
No!
I think we should continue.
No.
I think that we should play something.
Well, we're going to play something. But first we have to end the podcast portion of this Twitch stream. So, what are some things? If you would like to watch the Twitch stream, which you're hopefully already doing, and if you're not, you can watch it usually every 2 weeks, sometimes in between, sometimes whenever, twitch.tv/thegamebrew. You can follow all our social media at The Game Brew. That's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you're still on Facebook, I really don't use it for very much aside from selling things to people.
Like NFTs.
Like NFTs. What else? You can join our Discord if you go to bit.ly/discobrew. DISCOBREW. You can hang out with us. 2022 should be
hopefully 2023, 2024.
I mean, it's going to be around, So come in, hang out, chat with us, ask questions, post your controversial opinions about how good the new Halo Infinite is. I'm looking at you, Sizer MT. He said it was very easy. I was like, no, I'm just bad at video games. Because
you're getting old.
I'm just old. I'm not down with the sickness anymore. But what else? Did I miss anything else?
If you still like to listen to the podcast,
yeah, you could go find us on all of the favorite podcatchers or Apple Podcasts. Just search for The Game Brew, all one word, I think it is. The Game Brew, one word. That's what it is. The space Game Brew, one word.
Yeah.
And yeah, these are all uploaded if you don't join us.
Or go to thegamebrewpodcast.com.
It's just thegamebrew.com.
That's what I said.
You said thegamebrewpodcast.com. Okay. And I think we have a date set for our 24-hour live stream for charity.
That's right. You're the first to hear it.
You're the first to hear it right here, right
now. Some people that are going to be joining don't even know.
Yeah, they don't even know yet. So it's going to be happening on the. I have to get up my calendar here so I don't give the
I'm going
wrong.
to start on January 21st at 8 p.m.
8
Eastern
p.m.,
time.
which will probably be our recording of the podcast. So that'll probably be we'll do what we've been doing, which is we'll do our podcast and then we'll get into the 24 hours of games. The games are kind of still up in the air. There's definitely going to be some Dan and Chris time.
There's definitely going to be Power Wash Simulator.
There's definitely going to be cleaning up. It's going to be a very cleaning centric
or Viscera
Viscera cleanup with more people. There's going to be some ways for you to harm me physically while I play video games. Trust me. More will be revealed about that later once I get that solid. Because everybody likes to hurt me. If I learned nothing from last year, it's that people will pay money to charity to watch me and us be in physical pain.
That's right.
So, yeah. So tune in, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your mom, tell your mom's kids, which is you and all your brothers and sisters. And we'll do that. So without further ado, say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. It's just you. It's just you, but we're not really saying good night.